I'd like to introduce our Ceres' dedicated and visionary CEO and president, as well as Vogue magazine's climate warrior, Mindy Lubber.
You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together.
You know, Vogue, I know who I am. The song that I just walked up to says we gotta be bold, we gotta be wiser, we gotta be strong, and we gotta work together. Nothing could be more true. Thank you. It means so much that you are here today. Thank you for joining us. For me to be surrounded by colleagues, by friends, and by the Ceres family is crucial. For me, the Ceres Conference is about taking stock of what we've accomplished and what we need to do. Together, with so many of you, we played an important role in making the Paris Agreement a reality. Ceres investor and company members showed up in force to help move this historic deal over the finish line. Yet, so much has changed since Paris. There are a lot of people out there who think we are not going to achieve that 2-degree world that the Paris blueprint set out for us. I'm here today to tell you that we are and that we must. The reason I am so confident is because of you, because of what you're doing individually in your institutions and what I know we can do together. To be sure, the political winds have shifted. We all know that, cannot deny that. But market forces have not. Solar and wind energy are now cheaper than fossil fuel power. Fortune 500 companies, as you just heard from Dawn, are cutting carbon pollution equal to that of 45 coal-fired power plants. Oil companies around the world are pulling tens of billions of dollars out of Canadian oil sands. And the fastest growing job in America, wind power technicians. This is the market at work. Your voices as market leaders are getting louder and getting more clear. And the sustainability revolution is getting stronger. There is no turning back. Look right here in California, and I'm always so impressed when I'm here. We see huge solar and wind energy projects everywhere. 250,000 electric cars are on the road today, and hundreds of thousands of new clean energy jobs. This isn't just California dreaming. It is happening far, and it is happening wide. Look at Texas. Texas, the country's largest producer of wind energy by far, powering manufacturing plants and boosting local economies. In Kentucky, the iconic Coal Museum just put solar panels on its roof to save thousands of dollars on their electricity bills. And in Ohio, in Michigan, in Illinois, renewable energy and energy efficiency policies are driving economic growth and, more importantly, creating more new jobs. In fact, clean energy jobs in the United States are now surpassing those in the fossil fuel industry by 5 to 1, literally 5 to 1. And it's not just here in the United States where we're making strides, where companies and investors are moving forward. You know, following some of the devastating droughts in Brazil and South Africa and widespread water pollution, investors are stepping up. They are motivated to act and prevail on companies to deal with this. Water is the new carbon. In fact, our Investor Water Hub, many of you right here in this room, a working group of our investor network, has grown 8-fold in the last year. It's now made up of 80 investors with $19 trillion in assets who are working to analyze water risk and how it impacts their portfolios. And it's not just investors taking action, as you know. So many of the food companies, many within our networks, our partners, are stepping up to the plate and working with thousands of growers around the world to conserve and to protect our water supplies. But it is only a start, a small drop in the bucket. In order for us to truly transform our food system, investors and companies in this room and many others must tackle to deal with the threats even beyond water. And that means ending deforestation and human and labor rights abuses in agriculture. Right now, there are more than 98 million children laboring on farms around the world. That is unacceptable. And more investors are challenging companies to address this sobering reality and deal with their supply chains. These leaders, all of you, understand that sustainability is good for business, the economy, the planet, and of course our people. Simply put, as Dawn noted, sustainability is the bottom line. But we know you get this. You, each of you, have shown it, not only in your own operations, but you have joined us in Washington and in state houses across the country. From defending the Paris Climate Agreement to the Clean Power Plan, you have stood tall with hundreds of businesses, both Democrats and Republicans alike, and we applaud you. To the more than 1,000 businesses, and that number has grown to, I think, about 1,100 now, who are calling on this administration to back low-carbon policies. We applaud you. And to the hundreds, to the 18 House members and hundreds of members of legislatures and governors' offices across the political spectrum in the states who are supporting the clean energy economy, we applaud you. It doesn't matter. It cannot matter which side of the political aisle you stand on. We are too far past that. This is not a matter of politics. This is a matter of economics, and this is a matter of humanity. The clock is ticking. The planet and its people cannot wait. What we do, each and every one of us in this room, in the next several years on climate change, will determine our future and our children's future. We must continue standing up for what is right. We must do it and do it loud. We must continue speaking up and acting bold. We must stay in Paris, and our voices need to be heard now and immediately. My understanding is that meeting in Washington with the president is happening today or tomorrow. Your voices can make the difference. We must pass on a healthy planet to our children. I know of no other way. I think of Abe and Jesse, my kids. Think about their future. We must. And with your leadership and support, I actually believe in my heart and my head that we will. You're incredible. Thank you for all that you're doing to build a sustainable future, to make sure my kids have a future and yours. I look forward to working with you. You give me hope. Thank you so much for your partnership.
You gotta be bad, you gotta be